£26 billion a year. So any money you save there can be spent on other things. And of course, there's a lot of things they would want to spend money on. So Labour said yesterday this is tinkering around the edges and not a proper plan. But I wonder if they'll be having to scrutinise it very carefully to see what their plans would be.
Another major story for the papers is Birmingham City Council, which is, in fact, Europe's largest local authority, isn't it, declaring itself effectively bankrupt.
Yeah, big story and big concerns from Birmingham residents, as we've been hearing, about what it means for local services. Yes, it's the biggest, but it's not the first to go bankrupt. And if you look at the circumstances in Birmingham to do with this equal pay claim that they lost and were facing a big bill for, the county councils are warning that other local authorities are facing really big funding challenges. And actually, Andy Street, who's the Conservative mayor of the West Midlands, put out a statement to residents yesterday saying that you had to acknowledge the role of big local authority spending cuts over the last decade. So I think we're already seeing calls for the government to step in and help them out, although they're resisting those so far.
All right, Tamara, thank you for now. We'll see you during the course of the morning. Cheers.
So not just schools then tomorrow?
No, it may go far wider. It may go to the parts of the defence estate. We know it's present in hospitals, some of which are needing to be rebuilt, and potentially, and this is the big headache, people's homes as well. So it's all being looked into at the moment. There seems to be a bit of briefing against Gillian Keegan for taking what some in government see as a cautious decision on schools, which may have opened the way to quite a lot of buildings needing to be rebuilt or looked at again for some time. So I think there's plenty for Labour to go at when it comes to Prime Minister's questions today. I think what they're going to try and do is pin the blame on Rishi Sunak, saying he knew that there were warnings about it. Why didn't we know this earlier? And why, I think is their key question today, didn't he sign off rebuilding of more schools when education ministers wanted that back in 2021? So I think they'll be throwing that at him. I think what he may throw back at them is, you know, that note from the Treasury, there's no money left, how do you pay for it? And
but they're also not telling us what they're going to do come the next...
They have not promised to spend any particular amount of money on rebuilding schools, or go back to their hugely ambitious Building Schools for the Future programme, which aimed to rebuild or refurbish every single secondary school in the country. It was the biggest programme ever brought in government. So they're not planning to take us back there, just saying that the government should tell us more about which schools are affected and promise to sort it all out. But I think they see this idea of crumbling public buildings as an opportunity for them to say this is what the Conservatives have presided over, a crumbling public realm. People see the country as broken, and I'm sure Rishi Sunak will be hitting back, saying that you know, the government acted as soon as they was reasonably practicable.
Yeah, 50 schools a year being refurbished. We've got 20,000 schools. I'm not very good at maths, but even I know that's going to take a long time.
And they've only done 4, not 50.
There you go. Last hit on
my
our
last breakfast show, end of an era.
No, tell me what you're doing.
I will be moving to a new role during the daytime and the evenings, so I will still be on Sky News doing that.
And before that?
Going to the G20 in India with Rishi Sunak.
She was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. It's good. Good luck. Good luck in whatever happens next. Thanks very much indeed. We'll chat to you when you're in India.
Of course.
I hope so. Meantime, the trial for a man accused of being